Hey guys, welcome to Urban Acharya. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a specific question and how to deal with that question. It's a very familiar question, and all of us, I'm certain, that would have faced this question in one or the other interviews. This question is, why are you leaving your current job? Is this a familiar question? I'm sure it is. We all have faced this question in almost every interview. How do you deal with this question? Have you been honest about it, or have you also resorted to some made up answers and excuses? If you are smiling like me, we both know that we've not been completely honest about it during the interviews. And that's fair, because the objective is to crack the interview and get the job. So it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. In today's video, I'm going to discuss how to handle this question and possible answers in a little more detail. So let's get started. What you need to understand is that even though this question is not a straightforward question and can cause some anxiety, it can also open up an opportunity for a candidate to showcase professionalism and career goals. And that's extremely important for you to understand. In my 2 decades of conducting multiple interviews, I've come across so many standard responses from so many potential candidates. Let me give you some examples. I'm looking for higher salary. Disaster. I was having a challenge with my shift timing, essentially night shift. I'm not comfortable with night shift. Disaster. I was on the bench. Another disaster. I was moved into a role that I did not enjoy. It's also a kind of a disaster. I was looking for a change. It's okay, but it's very generic. Again, can lead to a disaster. Let me tell you that these answers are what I called as pure fiascos. They have the potential to derail your interview, and eventually it may lead to rejections. So you have to be very careful in terms of what you're speaking during the interview. Well, here are some tips to help you answer this question effectively. Number 1, be honest and diplomatic. The key to answering this question is to be honest about why you're leaving your current job while still maintaining a diplomatic tone. Avoid speaking negatively about your current employer or anybody, as it can reflect poorly on you. Instead, focus on your personal and professional growth and how your current job is not meeting your expectations in a very positive way. For example, you could say something like, I'm looking for a new challenge and an opportunity to grow professionally. While I have learned a lot in my current role, I feel that it's time for me to take the next step in my career. It's a beautiful answer, very positive, very assertive. Number 2, emphasize only on positives. While discussing why you are leaving your current job, it's important to emphasize the positive aspect of your job search. Talk about the opportunities that a new job can provide, such as the career advancement, professional development, or a better work-life balance. For instance, you could say something like, I'm excited about the possibility of joining your company or this esteemed organization and taking on new responsibilities that are more aligned with my career goals. I believe that this role will allow me to grow professionally and make a meaningful impact in my field. Number 3, be specific. Avoid giving vague answers that don't provide any insight into your career goals. Instead, be specific about the reasons why you're leaving your current job. If you're seeking a more challenging role, explain what specific aspect of your current job is not challenging or challenging enough for you. For example, you could say something like, while I have enjoyed working in my current job, I feel that I have reached a point where I'm no longer being challenged. I'm looking for a role that will allow me to use my skills and experience in new and more exciting ways. Next one is stay professional. Remember that a job interview is a professional setting, and your answer should reflect this. Avoid talking about personal issues or complaints about your current employer. Instead, focus on your career goals and aspirations. For instance, you could say something like, I've enjoyed working with my colleagues and have learned a lot from my current employer. However, I'm looking for a new challenge and an opportunity to continue to grow in my career. The next one is don't burn bridges. Even if you are leaving your current job on bad terms, it's important not to burn bridges. You never know when you might need a reference from your current employer, or make sure you leave on good terms. For example, you could say something like, I have had a great experience working at the current job and I'm grateful for the opportunity I had. However, I'm ready for a new challenge and an opportunity to continue to grow in my career. I hope to maintain a positive relationship with my current employer and colleagues in the future. That will summarize your character. I hope this was helpful, but just to summarize what I'm trying to bring to you is answering the question, why are you leaving your current job, requires honesty, diplomacy, and a focus on your career goals. By emphasizing the positive aspects of your job search, being specific, staying professional, and being assertive, you can frame and give an amazing answer. Remember to be confident and positive, and you'll make a great impression on your interviewers. I hope this was helpful. If you are new to this channel, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.